New year means new opportunities. The Outback Bowl gets us started on January 1st. Auburn of the SEC getting set to take on the Big Ten's Michigan State. Welcome to 2025. These two teams, before anybody else, are going to get a peek at the new year. Michigan State in white, Auburn in navy blue.
Kickoff team is out there ready to get this bowl game underway. Coming out with it, it's Cobb. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback.
Taking out of the 16-yard line.
The Tigers offense will get the first swing of the game. And this big fella can beat you in a number of different ways in the passing game, David.
Yeah, so much fun to have a guy that I can rely on, that can beat guys over the middle of the field, that can beat man-to-man coverage. This guy's the ultimate weapon.
And I love that this guy has an awesome catch radius. You don't
As Auburn will get us started out of the SEC, a topsy-turvy year for the conference. But for Auburn, it was a flash of potential realized for this team. Let's talk about the Auburn Tigers, Danny.
Yeah, thank you so much, Joey. That Auburn, in the season, they started off really well. They actually started off the season at 7-1. Their one loss being to UCLA, but beating Northwestern, LSU, Georgia, Arkansas, and Mississippi State. Then afterward, they had a bit of a fall off. They lost to Florida and Tulane, but they were able to clinch the championship spot with Vanderbilt and Auburn, and then they lost to Tulane in the championship.
The Tigers are expected to be one of the favorites next season in a loaded SEC East.
He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
The Tigers have to do with Alabama and Florida. Alabama, Florida, and Georgia all in that division.
Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down.
Has blockers to the 50.
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
This Auburn offense doing work. They're set up with another first down. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
They'll give it to him again. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line.
Now that's what you try to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to pass. It's Thorne.
He'll throw it. Intercepted! And he's got a lane! Look out!
All the way.
He's going to take it inside the 15. And sooner than expected, we get to talk about Michigan State.
Yep, Michigan State this season, they actually had themselves a good start as well. They first started the season at 5-0 before taking 2 back-to-back losses. One to Michigan, the one to Notre Dame. Then afterward, nothing but W's. Minnesota, Purdue, Wisconsin, Indiana, and even upsetting Penn State in a massive shutout.
This is just the type of field position this offense wants.
I thought Sparty had another loss.
It's Carter. Works his way down to the
Did they?
I mean, you have the record. You have the record in front of you.
Second down coming up on this red zone
Just grab.
opportunity.
Come on. Low.
Handoff from the gun. Snowed under
Up.
after a pickup of 2. They'll mark it at the
Little
8.
graphic error.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Wide receiver shows motion. They'll go to the air.
Touchdown! And Sparty is first.
Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
Spartan crowd is very loud here.
Apparently they travel.
On to attempt the try. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Got it in the middle. It's fair weather. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. The modest gain on the completion really showed
Auburn back on the field now with a deficit that they need to come back from.
100% zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Here's the give off the left side. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
Well, that inside linebacker is a freak of nature for multiple reasons, and it's hard for a lot of these smaller running backs to have to pick him up in pass pro, not just because of his speed, but he's also big and strong.
Auburn sends out the punting unit.
Auburn will have to punt, and as I mentioned earlier, it's a new year, 2025.
This is a spot you see many return
You only have 5 days of football for the rest of this month. Today, tomorrow, the day after, and then January 11th. That's Saturday. Next Saturday is the national championship. At the end of the first quarter, it's 7-0.
We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's got it again.
And to himself,
But not until he gets the first
that's a
down.
first down.
Physical running style. Maybe the patron saint of that for Michigan State is
it does. That reminds me of Michigan State football. That's who they are, right? The physicality. They're gonna be blue collar. They're gonna roll up their sleeves and make no mistake.
Yeah, we'll go with that one, David.
If you don't match the physical challenge,
Yeah.
you will lose.
In short, they do have that lead, and that defense has been what's carrying them.
The quarterback who makes a sure tackle.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, give me some positive yards.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on second down. Trying play action. Firing to the right, complete. They get him down after he makes the catch.
I love when they sneak the big fella out of the backfield. They're usually blocking so much. Nice job with a little play action, slide and give him the rock.
Ball's at the
Happy Rose Bowl day, everyone.
Happy Rose Bowl day. We have the Rose Bowl coming up tonight. How about Iowa and Oregon? Oregon has made 4 of the last 5 Rose Bowls. They still have yet to win it this decade. Is tonight the night they do that?
And the Spartans will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake now to throw.
Gonna throw it.
And it's incomplete.
Broken up, but there's a flag.
Flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is.
Uh-oh. That is going to set you way back.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. The give. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. Takes the handoff. It's Carter. Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27. It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long.
2-minute warning. Trying to make it a 2-score game with this drive.
Wants to throw. It's Child.
Auburn's trying to tie it.
Wide out. Nice defensive play to get
No.
it in there and knock it away.
3rd and long.
But Auburn will likely get on the board with a field goal here.
Defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. And they'll kick it from the left side, a 44-yard try.
And they got it. It is State with it. They have a 2-score game.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. He's going to pass. Running out of time here in the 1st half. And they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, the best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really, really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They line up, and inside handoff. Runs through a tackle. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Auburn's going to have to send out the
Punt units on the field here.
time they've had to kick it away.
And State with control thus far.
Bringing it back, it's Foster. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Fires to the middle. He's got it. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
It's important on offense in the passing game. You got to have balance, and I mean you got to be able to attack different thirds of the field. You got to work the perimeter to both sides. You got to let the defense know too that you're not afraid to go over the middle. They did right there.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Childs. He finds his man. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
They're down to the 25 on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
You can just see the command this guy has of the offense. He's been picking this defense apart, matriculating the ball down the field. He's now got him in the red zone, close to the goal line. I wouldn't be surprised if they just keep letting him throw it.
They are really clicking along. 1st and goal on just the 4th play of the drive.
On 1st and goal, throwing to the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan State.
Touchdown, Michigan State.
So how are we feeling? Should we sim?
Yeah.
Alright.
Let's give it a quarter.
So, remember that important question I asked yesterday that we would reveal the answer today?
What's funnier than 24, Danny?
25.
And now you know.
$17.3. Do you want to call it?
Oh, let's let it. Let's let a little bit of the. Actually, no, we can let it ride here.
Let it ride or sim?
We can sim it here.
Alright.
It's all Michigan State in this first half, and it doesn't look like anything's changing anytime
case.
soon. Oh, wait.
Up.
Something's happening.
Unless they're just taking a knee.
Hmm.
'Cause clock is clocking down.
Their work here is virtually done. No
Yep,
need to
well,
do
we-
any
knee.
more
Well, we can
changes.
watch it
They'll
here.
line up in
17-10.
formation. And it looks
It's
like
all
they'll
Michigan State.
just take a knee.
Outback Bowl champs, and another 10-win season under the belt.
Auburn almost got a little comeback.
All right. Now, up next.
The
It's
Citrus
the
Bowl.
Citrus Bowl.
Number 20, Tennessee. Number 13, Clemson.
Let's get Pig Bear in here if he's on, since his Tigers are up to bat.
Just making sure I'm writing this down. Alright, perfect. What are we feeling? Just classic away homes.
Yeah.
Can we give Clemson orange pants?
It is a special occasion.
Yeah. Even? Yeah, they're 9-3. Scroll on over. Yeah, new. Alright, good to go.
Yeah. Welcome to Orlando. We're at the stadium formerly known as the Citrus Bowl, now Camping World Stadium, where we have the Citrus Bowl game ahead of us. Tennessee and Clemson. Clemson is in the middle of their program trying to return to the pinnacle of the ACC. Meanwhile, Tennessee overachieved this season and are ready to try and reap the benefits. Both teams looking for a 10-win season.
Kickoff team on the field ready to start this postseason classic.
And we're underway.
He comes from inside his own 5.
Now in 2KU, the Citrus Bowl is not sponsored by Cheez-Its, because we already have a Cheez-It Bowl. And I just noticed the patch is the Cheez-It Bowl.
Yep. Well, Cheez-It Citrus Bowl. At one point, there was both a Cheez-It Bowl and the Cheez-It Citrus Bowl. But then the Cheez-It Bowl was replaced with the most magnificent game of all time, the Pop-Tart Bowl.
Both brands owned by Kellogg's, a company based in Michigan, but they were bought from other places.
And during the Cheez-It Bowl yesterday, someone got married.
Someone to cheese?
There was a wedding during the Cheez-It Bowl.
Were they
in
getting,
the Cheez-It Bowl stadium.
Were they getting married to cheese?
The Cheez-It guy was the priest of it. See, I want to get married during the Pop-Tart Bowl.
I woke up here the cheesiest coach!
Cheese!
Cheese! Cheese! Cheese! Cheese!
Conversely, I can't tell you how much I hate it when receivers don't want to block. You got to do a better job on the perimeter.
Oh, big run here for first down.
Catch passes. You got to go execute your assignment. That corner should have been blocked, and they should have gotten a bigger gain on that outside run.
This Tiger running game starting to show some juice, sort of a CJ Spiller type of feel.
Juice as in orange juice?
Citrus?
Now, Joey, we got a lot of uniforms for next game, so we got to figure out which one for Oregon. Unless you already know.
I mean, can we make it the one that they just wore? Or they're wearing today for the Rose Bowl?
I think so.
I do have every Rose Bowl already set through history.
Looking to move it through the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's grinding stool. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Just a quick
Oregon's last win in the Rose Bowl was in 2016. Iowa's last appearance was in 2017. Their last win the Hawkeyes' last win was all the way back in 1934. The longest drought
Even if it's not super
in the
successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
the longest drought in all of college football, or all in the Rose Bowl. The only team in the Big Ten with longer is Chicago. Chicago doesn't even have that long. Their last one was 38.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Gets it out fast. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. They'll run it. It's Maffa. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. They agree with me. Same thing. But you watch him get off the football, make the play.
I think he's going crazy.
That's why you put your athletes there.
Who agreed with him?
I agree. See, someone agreed with him.
Cool.
They'll test the right side. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job by the defensive line getting some push, making them use their resources on him. Linebacker comes free, boom, and making the backfield for a tackle.
And I can't believe we haven't streamed since last year.
The drive coming up, but this time a chance for the defense to get off.
It's been a while, but we're back.
Yeah.
Caught.
And they finally
1st and goal.
stop, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the
I thought you were gonna play.
And listen, the defense made this they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
as they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter.
Going on the handoff. Touchdown, Clemson.
Touchdown, Tigers!
I think what you love about that opening drive for the offense is the balance. They were able to throw the football to set themselves up into position, and then he carries it in for the TD. You got to be able to keep defenses on their heels, and they did a nice job of that on this opening drive.
Oh, and welcome to the world, Gen Beta.
Yeah, Gen Beta starts this year.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they
Kaboom.
punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Clemson Tigers offense has the ball for the first time.
Breaking YouTuber news.
Breaking?
Dealing with a ball.
Mr. Beast is now engaged.
You're
Oh.
These QBs better be good with their eyes, better not stare down wide receivers in this one.
Good for him.
Float the ball down the middle.
I don't know whether or not I'm supposed to like him or not.
And these guys are going to be right in the middle of the field, flying all over the field.
I'm fine with him.
Quarterbacks will make sure that they are locked in and not
I heard he had like a really bad controversy recently.
More like one of his staff workers did, but yeah.
Lots of time left.
Let's just say that one of his staff members became a PDF file.
Up on first down. Let's see if they keep it on the ground. Running back searching for a hole. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down. The Big Orange churning out those first downs on the ground, sort of like Arian Foster used to do.
Yeah, you couldn't write the script any better. Just pound the ball, establish the run game, opens up the play action, exactly how you want to run your offense.
The Volunteers racing to the line in the hurry up. Looking for a man. It's Iam Aleava.
That's a name right there.
Excellent
his eyes. He's watching the quarterback. He sees the ball thrown, so he knows exactly when to break on it. He's able to break it up for an incompletion.
And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at
Hope we
second
strike a
down.
chord.
Gonna run it. It's Sampson. They'll give him a couple. That leaves him with 3rd and 8.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. They're trying to get to it. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman you want. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. Put it all on display on that sack.
And the Vols line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Here's the fair catch, but there is a
Flag is down.
We might have to do this one again. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So the offense keeps its drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. Looking left. Makes the grab. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And it seems like every time they throw it, it's first down time in Tennessee.
First down time, and then let's go again. Let's throw it again. These offenses are not afraid to throw the football. When you got a trigger man you trust, let it rip.
Trying to get the corner. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
I think the toss does a really good job of getting the football on the edge quickly. You know, you toss it out there to the running back, you better block the defensive end. That's priority number 1. Good job blocking the defensive end, getting a nice positive game on the toss play.
And the Volunteers are in the hurry-up. To the air, it's Iamaleava trying to get to him. And this looks disastrous. Oh, down he goes. A huge loss on that play.
Sack on the play.
That Clemson defensive front getting their paws on dudes and making their presence felt.
And Reese, that's how they built their dynasty. I mean, I know the offense was flash and sizzle and was really good, but man, it's the Dexter Lawrence and the Christian Wilkins in the defensive front. Those big boys that can get after the quarterback, that played relentless. Those guys really set the tone and set the foundation for Clemson and big-time success.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Dances away from the heat. He'll pull it down. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. The Vols will send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. Clemson ready.
First and 10 now. Clemson in control. He'll have another score here.
Fly down the middle.
No.
And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
Well, I like this quarterback being aggressive and taking a shot. Just a better play there by the defense.
After misfiring, it's second down. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback can go in the other direction.
To the air, it's Klubnik. Spits it
He's currently in Pasadena.
Just beautiful. And that's a great feeling
All
as
right.
a quarterback when you make that throw. It keeps your offense on the field, keeps the offense in rhythm. Obviously not as good as throwing a touchdown pass, but I'll tell you this. Way better than having to trot off over to the bench and wait for your turn to get another shot.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Still on his feet at the 45. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Plays like that with just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use the great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
Fires to the wideout. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
Well, they weren't able to come up with the completion on that play, but let's point out a positive here. How about the pass pro up front by this offensive line? They did an outstanding job giving their quarterback time to throw.
The incompletion on first down leaves him with 2nd and 10 from the 43. He's looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's grinding through. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun.
On 3rd and 7.
And the
Fumble!
comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh,
And it stays with Clemson.
Falling on his own fumble. Good presence of mind by the quarterback there to not panic when the ball went on the ground and able to get it back.
Would just like to see better ball security, Reese, from the quarterback, too. You know, you got to keep 2 hands on the ball at all times. It doesn't matter. You're looking downfield. You know you're going to have guys around you trying to swat away at the football. Got to keep 2 points of pressure at minimum on that ball, and the quarterback lucky to fall on that one.
So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And that one will sail out of bounds. No chance for a return there. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one.
And that will take us to halftime.
Here and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
A first half that gave us some riveting moments, Reese. Not to mention the dramatic and the unexpected. Just a dynamite start to the Cheez-It Citrus Bowl. And it's been said...
The cheesiest coach.
Inches. And guess what? Based on the comparison between
Cheese.
third down
Cheese,
conversion
cheese,
and the
cheese,
average
cheese.
yards per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen in panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the conclusion of the Cheez-It Citrus Bowl.
Cheese, cheese,
Will kick this
cheese.
deep to get the second half underway. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee.
There, ended up there.
Through his
Incomplete.
hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time it's second down.
It's not going to affect the quarterback's confidence going back to this guy later.
Fish.
That was a
Thank
catch
you.
he should have made. He dropped it. Let's see what the QB does moving forward.
Now 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22. The Volunteers headed quickly to the line.
Oops.
As Tennessee's drive again stalls.
Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making a tackle for a loss.
And the Vols send out the punt unit.
Send out the punt team.
This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll bring it back. It's Williams. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They'll try it over the left side. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's Klubnik. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Now facing a 3rd and long.
3rd and 10.
From the gun, wants to pass.
Throwing it up there. Intercepted!
Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42.
Well, I love the job by the coaching staff there defensively, matching the personnel of the offense.
And Rocky Top has their first break of the game.
Bring out the extra defensive back. You're anticipating a pass. Perfect timing to run that personnel, and you get the pick.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. It has been a complete uphill struggle for both of these offenses, Jesse.
It sure has. At this
Starting with a
point,
handoff, not a lot to gain.
up and make a play. Someone's got to break a tackle, make an incredible catch, and just give some life to this offense.
Hey, whatever you can, whatever it takes. Don't worry about looking pretty. That's out the window. We've already looked really, really ugly. We got to find something that works to put some points on the board.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Man, how about that defense on the snap? They are in the backfield. Great penetration. Nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting on O.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long,
Here comes 3rd and 14.
And this
Brought down for a sack.
make some havoc and get the sack.
If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm thinking
And
about
just like that, Clemson's going to get the ball right back.
running backs. I'm leaving my tight ends in to help this tackle because we cannot block him. He's already got 2 sacks.
And the Volunteers will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Running it back, it's Williams. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last. And here's a fumble.
Fumble!
Deep breath, right? Man, you fumbled that.
Covered by
cough it up,
Clemson.
you're like, oh, I really appreciate it.
Second time today.
How much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big time break for the offense.
You want to talk about hearts and throats when that ball was on the ground? The offense recovered its own fumble. Looking to pass. It's Klubnik. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the 2nd level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
Safe completion on the screen. They play that screen nicely. He tried to completion, but this defense was swarming to keep them away from that first down line.
Yeah, and you allow completions in those third down situations underneath the sticks, and you come up and rally, and everybody flies to the football. That's great execution by this defense.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it.
Punt team on the field in fourth down.
Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside.
As the third quarter is about to come to a close, it's a 7-0 game.
I think one of the hardest things to do is stick to the run when it's not working. But it's those runs right there that are the reason why you have to do it, right? You can't get too one-dimensional. Keep slipping those runs in there. Keep getting a little bit of positive yards. Next thing you know, you look up and you might break one of those after you got them a little bit tired.
Out of the gun, the inside give. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary.
At the end of 3, it's still a 7-0 game.
You're dealing with a deficit like this. It's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Ball in the air, intercepted.
Intercepted.
And it's picked off.
Return on the interception.
And that just kind of caps off this day. It's been a day with not a lot of rhythm, not a lot of timing, not a lot of guys on the same page, and they weren't right there, and the quarterback throws an INT, and this one is not looking good.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Right back to the well. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And it's another tackle for loss for this defense. I'll tell you, they came into this game knowing they had to shut this guy down. He's one of the best in the nation, and they've given him the ball a bunch. He's just had nowhere to run, and I don't think anybody expected him to struggle as much as he had so far in this game.
Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. He's going to fire deep. It's him in stride inside the 10.
That's a touchdown, Clemson.
Now Clemson.
And the gritty.
Daylight. It was Katie Barber
The gritty on the-
baby.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. The kickoff team out there and ready to go. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Now inside 4 minutes.
2nd and 7. This game all Clemson thus far. Can Tennessee do something to get back into it?
The play action fake. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's White. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk
That's what they need, a big play like that. First down,
finally able to make the
3 minutes to go.
Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
It's hard to imagine that that's his first catch of this game so far. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, and they knew if they were going to win this game, he had to touch it a lot. They had to get him involved. They haven't been able to do that. That's a big reason why they're trailing by so much.
Looking for a man. It's Iamaleava.
Gonna air it up there. Dropped.
Complete on the deep ball. This has been a dominant performance by the Clemson defense. They have kept the offense in reverse all day. The great defensive legends would be proud.
Oh, they would be stoked. I mean, just to have a complete performance. The defensive line shutting down the run, making sure you can't get any kind of run game going in the secondary, being locked down, linebackers flying around.
This time it's second down.
High and deep down the
Oh, he's got it!
line.
Touchdown, Tennessee!
Touchdown Volunteer. They got the score they needed, but this isn't over.
No, don't call it a comeback yet. The first part, step one accomplished. But this offense obviously still has work to do, but the defense has to go out and get a stop and get him the ball back.
Lining up for the PAT. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive.
And now Tennessee in it.
On that 48-yard touchdown dart. Just about set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. If you're the defensive coordinator, no time to worry about bust. You have to sell out to get the ball back. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
I'll be honest, man. If I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive too. It's what got them to this point. It's why they have the lead here in the fourth quarter. Take some shots when those opportunities present themselves.
As this one's about to come to a close, we're at the 2-minute warning. Coming up next, it is the Gator Bowl, Taxlar Gator Bowl in Jacksonville, between Wake Forest and Penn State.
It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
And that's exactly what you would expect from this offense. Listen, when you're in that 1 to 2 minute range and you've got the football and you got a lead, it's smash mouth, it's keep that clock running, it's ground game. So interesting now on this third down what they do next, but we got to keep that clock moving.
Caught in the backfield, it's Maffa.
There's the first down.
And they wrap him up, but not before
Tennessee has to call their final timeout.
the catch for the first down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Tigers come to the line.
As Clemson can take a knee here.
And the quarterback's just going to take
And they will. Clemson's going to win it.
Up. Right. 14-7. Right.
Let's do this.
So I might go on mute just so I could go watch playoff games.
Welcome to Jacksonville, Florida. Today is see who will walk out as champion of the Tax Slayer Gator Bowl. Bowl games are not only a reward for how you played in the regular season, but can be a springboard into next year as well. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Wake Forest Demon Deacons.
Here we are, the Gator Bowl, Penn State and Wake Forest.
For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David
From Jacksonville, Florida, two of the best teams of their respective conferences. Face off, Wake Forest, a win away from a BCS Bowl. Penn State last season played in a national championship.
Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up and get this bowl game underway. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Nittany Lions offense will start this game off. Sometimes you sense that what the kids call swagger is a false bravado. This dude is nothing but real at wide receiver.
He's got that speed.
So here's Penn State.
They're probably watching him come on the field right now.
Remember, last season they won the Big Ten, lost in heartbreaking fashion in the final seconds of the championship to Florida State, or to Florida.
Very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
They try to pop a run on the draw. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
They tried to sneak the draw in there, and the defense was not fooled.
You know, there's an art to selling the draw play, and that one was kind of more paint by numbers. Didn't turn out so well.
Yeah, and the defense, you could tell, they weren't fooled. They were agreeing with your painting by numbers and got in there quick, fast, and made the play.
On third down, going up top.
Oh, he's got a man wide open.
Right downfield.
Past the 50.
And he's brought
Pushed
down
out at the 40.
completion.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
The Nittany Lions in the hurry up. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw it down.
On 2nd down and 9. He's rolling. He's going to be sacked at midfield.
Effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And that is a great job by the defense, containing and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go, and he did not have a lot of time. He went down quick.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker.
3rd and 18.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Setting up
Another screen play.
defense
That's going to make it
by that
make it to the 37. Going to be short of the first down, though.
It'll be 4th down. So he was forced to just take what the defense gave him, and they were able to stop him short of the first down.
And when you're a defense and you get 3rd and long and you know exactly where those sticks are, you set your feet at them, they throw it underneath, I go rally, make the tackle, perfect 3rd down and long.
They're going to try a field goal. This one from 53.
Absolutely.
Got it.
And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive.
And now Wake Forest is on the field. Let's talk about Wake Forest while we're here. If you're available, Danny.
The Demon Deacons offense has its first opportunity of the day. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to
Wake
these guys right here.
had a massive Vegas had a massive season this year, peaking in the top 10. The win over NC State on stream was a huge boost of morale, probably the biggest moment this Wake team has had in a long time. They lost in the ACC Championship to Georgia Tech and just missed out on a BCS appearance. Penn State also just missed out with an upset loss in their final game to Michigan State. As he's rumbling to the 35.
Big third down conversion, getting the ball to your running back, and he does the rest. This guy, I think, will get a lot more touches.
And you want to know why he's on the field on third down? Because he can block, he can catch the ball, and you can also hand it off to him, and he can go find the sticks and keep drives alive. What a weapon.
Going up top on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Morris.
To the 40.
Take the profit, right? Pitch and catch. Defense in zone coverage. Receivers got some access. Just spit it out to him. Let him catch it, advance, and get what he can get.
Offense gets set for second down. Looking downfield, it's Bachmeier.
Dropped.
Pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit, forcing the incompletion?
They've got it at the 41, third and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Looking to throw
On 3rd and 3. Caught at the 40.
Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. You could break this down a lot of ways, but on that play, the quarterback just believed his guy was better than the defense.
And he was really right. And anytime you get press man where that corner on the outside is all the way up on the line of scrimmage, trying to get hands on that wide receiver. If I win right away, oh man, you can make a big play on the outside, and he makes a big play for his quarterback.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. And the Demon Deacons are marching down the field. The give to the back.
Scramble inside the 35. Gonna make a 2nd and 6 as they're in field goal range now.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Wide receiver coming across in motion. On second down,
All day to throw, 2nd and 6. That time is running out. Just throws it to the sideline. The guy with the marker gets destroyed by the football. It's going to be 3rd and 6.
Couldn't find his man last time. That leaves them with a 3rd and 6. To throw, it's Bachmeier.
He's going to be sacked.
Feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. And as I saw that screen start to develop, I thought big play coming. I just didn't realize it would be for the defense.
They got in there quick, and the quarterback's supposed to see that, right? He's supposed to let him come upfield, buy a little bit of time, but then he's got to get rid of it, get it to his playmaker. The offense did not do their end of the bargain. Quarterback got sacked.
The Demon Deacons decide to punt it away. First punt of the
They're going to
day,
punt it.
to lock 'em up close to their goal line.
And Penn State
And the
back
punt
on the
goes
field.
out of bounds. We'll see where the officials spot it, but they certainly gave them
Gonna air it. Has a man over the side of the field. That's the 40. First down. They're deep into Wake Forest territory now.
All the way to the 38.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Get a big play like that last one, you flip the field, you change the momentum. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 38.
Rolling to the left, it's Maurice Powers. Has a man open. It's a touchdown, Penn State.
And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jumpstarts the offense.
And man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
The diagonal route, and no one can catch him. It's a Penn State touchdown. As they'll take a 10-0 lead here.
They'll try to tack one more on their score.
It's good.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. They're just about ready to kick it away. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Complete to start the
Nothing.
drive. And that will go backwards. A negative play, and that defense on high alert that time.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. They force a negative play.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. To the air, it's Bachmeier.
On 2nd and 13, it's caught
He's got his man.
to the 20.
But not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
You've got a 3rd and manageable, backed up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. From the gun, wants to pass.
On 3rd and 5.
Makes the grab.
Can he get to the line? Yes.
Tackle
1st down.
made after the 1st down. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
And the Demon Deacons will hustle to the line. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into half.
2-minute warning.
They'll put it in play from the 27, 1st down. He's looking to throw it.
He's going to be sacked.
And they got him. He'll get him down for the sack.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces. They force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush. They win up front.
Didn't make it any easier on themselves on 1st down. Now 2nd and long from the 21. Fires
Gonna air it into traffic. Brought down at the 40. 1st down.
there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Dropping back, it's Bachmeier. Dumps it to the back.
1st down.
Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a 1st down. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Trying to find his man on 1st down.
On 1st and 10.
Grab behind the line.
Screenplay to the 50. Doesn't get much more than that.
This one will
shedding blocks and then getting hats to the football. That's impressive.
He wants to pass it on second down.
Lifted up there. Diving grab for the first down. Timeout, Wake Forest.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Demon Deacons have it with a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Quickly complete.
Rounding the corner down to the 6-yard line.
Not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy
If they
who
don't
lined up
score, you
closest
want me to
to
jump
the
ahead?
quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws
Sure.
the quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
And the Demon Deacons are threatening on 1st and goal. From the gun. Looking for the score.
The end zone. It's intercepted.
Picked off. And they make the play to stop the scoring.
And that'll bring us to halftime.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Reese, a first half that gave us some riveting moments, not to mention the dramatic and the unexpected. In other words, a fabulous start to the Gator Bowl. And I get
It is 10-0 Penn State at halftime.
between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on 3rd down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those 2 stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the conclusion of the Gator Bowl.
Let's sim through this because up next we have BCS Bowls on the way. And that will do it. Let's take a look at that final score. 30-8. Penn State. Winning the Gator Bowl, proving their pedigree, getting a 10-win season on top of it. Here's the Rose Bowl, Oregon and Iowa. The pants are white. Danny? You had the helmet right. Because it's the chrome helmet. Those are. I don't think those are the right pants. Because yeah, they just have regular white pants. For Iowa, I don't think there's really anything to work with, but. It would be a. Since we wanted at sunset, we'd have to go with 6 p.m. Holidays? Let's not even teams, because... Let's do this.
Welcome everybody to Pasadena.
Here we are. The granddaddy of them all, the Rose Bowl. Oregon's been to 4 of the last 5. They've lost 3 of them. It's the 4th time the charm for the Ducks. Meanwhile, they take on an Iowa team who's been waiting almost 90 years for this moment. Can the Hawkeyes win the Rose Bowl and make it 5 in a row for the Big Ten? Or will Oregon finally snap that streak? Oregon will get us started. And for the Ducks, they're probably the best team in the country not playing in the national championship. Tell us about this Oregon squad, Danny. And that's all we need to know. This is the final game of the era for one Andrew Burnett. Last year's Heisman Trophy winner, the #1 projected quarterback in the draft, as he'll take a hit there.
This is exactly how you can slow down the momentum and a rhythm of an offense. You got to get some tackles for loss and some sacks. This time, they come up with a sack by getting after that quarterback.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long.
3rd and 11.
It's Gabriel.
He's going to be sacked again!
Just got him again. Back-to-back sacks.
Great call here going with that nickel defense, giving you more speed on the field in that 3rd down and long. Nowhere to go. Gave the defensive line plenty of time to come up with that sack. Now it's 4th down and long.
The Ducks will have to kick this away. It's a rough drive for the offense. Punter comes on and booted away.
As the punt will be away.
And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. So Iowa's offense takes the field. The first chance we had to see them today. Well, it's not easy to narrow down the impact players to just a few guys, Kurt. But what do you expect?
Here are the Hawkeyes, representing the Big Ten. One of 3 Big Ten teams in the BCS, joined by runner-up Indiana and champion Michigan.
This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound.
Gonna air it out. Incomplete.
It's dropped. A chance for a big play here in the early going, but some jitters on the part of that receiver. here on third down.
Has a man open for a first down pass. The 50, the ball's loose. Oregon's got it.
Jumps on the football.
That's a great play by the defender who forced the fumble, but let's also recognize the heads-up play from the guy who recovered it. They're in the right place at just the right time.
A good grab. He takes a while to get it, so it's for sure a possession and for sure a fumble, and Oregon's going to get it back.
They were held to a quick 3 and out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. Play action here on first down.
We'll just get rid of it.
Couldn't find anybody open and just has to throw it away. Second down after that previous play. Looking for a gap. It's James. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
3rd and 7.
It's going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, needing a third down completion here.
Gonna get the throw, and it's enough for a first down.
Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play.
You know, third down, the key to me is the offensive line, the pass protection, because you know that you're going to throw and the defense knows that you're going to throw. It's a matter of can you protect your quarterback
And Oregon now in Iowa territory. Their last drive stalled.
able to do that.
They got lucky with a turnover. There's a flag on the field.
Ball carrier brought down.
Is it a holding penalty?
Flags on the field. Let's check out this call.
It is.
Offense moving backwards after that holding penalty. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Here's the handoff. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play. Second down after that run on the previous play. Ball handed to the running back. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this
3rd and 10.
The pass rush.
He's gonna be sacked.
And the junior able to
3 sacks in the first quarter.
Now they put that nickel defense, and I think that's the right call. You get more speed to be able to cover with those 5 defensive backs. It also allows that defensive line with that quick coverage to get after the quarterback, as we see here.
The Ducks will line up to kick it away when it comes for his second punt of the game. This one is
This
out
punt
back.
better than the
Give
last.
the offense great field position. And the Hawkeyes offense is back out on the field. Well, the first job here, just hold on to the football. The last drive ended in that fumble. And they'll stop him after a short gain. Second down play coming up. Looking to pass. It's McNamara. Catch made on the left side. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. Offense moving closer to the line to gain after that catch.
They're gonna try running it on 3rd and inches.
The first on the ground. The Hawkeyes are looking to keep this drive
To the
going.
midfield from the logo. 1st and 10.
Now the football placed exactly at midfield. Using his legs, it's Johnson.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Third down after that running play. Looking to pick up the first down through the air.
First down.
Connection to the tight end here. Tackled at the 33. That's good enough for a first down. And the Hawkeyes are moving quickly down the field. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage. Second down after that run on the previous play. Oh, here comes the reverse.
They try the reverse. It's not going anywhere.
Behind the line, a loss of 4. 8th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down.
He's gonna be sacked again.
A sack.
Except for the second quarter here, both offenses searching for a spark. They didn't do much in the first quarter at all. As we get lined up here for quarter number 2,
Iowa will punt it. Not a great offensive quarter.
And at fourth down, they'll punt it away here. And the punt will go out of bounds, taking the returner out of play. And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. The last possession, they were forced to kick it away. Can they finally get things going this time? They bring him down to the
Handoff gets 4.
Again, makes it second and medium. And the same runner's got it again.
And they got a first down, still on his feet to the 45.
Boy, good job up front by this offensive line, and a nice job by the back of finding that hole to pick up the first down. And honestly, Chris, this is what I think about when I think of Oregon. I know the uniforms and the flash and the dash and all the different things that people associate with this program. This is what I think about. Toughness, ability to run the ball when they have to pick up first downs, and they did it right there.
On 1st and 10, they're going to get stalled.
Losing 3 yards there. Second down play coming up for this offense. Back to throw. It's Gabriel. Quarterback
Complete, making it a 3rd and 7.
They bring him down quickly. A short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. On 3rd down, he drops to throw.
He's going to air it out of bounds.
Throw it away. That's going to bring up 4th down now. And the Ducks will bring their punt team on the field now.
Into the end zone for a touchback. And I'm starting to get frustrated with this, Danny.
For a touchback. And the Iowa offense is back out on the field. Some positive signs in the last drive. They moved the ball, but
You got to be frustrated if you're Oregon. The screenplay.
looking to set up a screen pass here. Defense makes the
How are you frustrated?
produces a pretty solid game. Now it's second down here.
We didn't even these
One.
teams very specifically. I don't know how this is happening.
Right side.
Because Iowa's defense and offense.
Bottom of the 34, that will be a first down. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs.
Oh, it does have a very good defense.
Right back to him. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Quick completion to the tight end. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion. They're backed up here trying to make
Oregon's is no slouch either. 3rd and 7.
back. We're going to throw
He's going to be sacked. Ball's on the turf. Oregon's got it.
this play from the start. Defense grabs the football.
Stolen away. The second turnover of the game, and that puts Oregon in good position.
They were breathing down this quarterback's neck before he could even recognize that they were there, and they were able to knock it loose.
And the Duck brings it around town.
And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away. Can they come up with something here?
He's going to roll with it. He's going to be sacked. How is there, what is this, 5 sacks in a quarter and a half?
This one's on the quarterback, in my opinion. He's got to have a better feel and a presence in the pocket to be able to either check it down or get rid of the ball. You just can't take the sack.
This defensive line for Iowa is unreal. And that's why they're playing this bowl game right now.
This pass rush has been a problem. Another sack sets up second and long. Takes the ball and heads to the left.
Try the running game,
And he's pushed out of bounds.
and it will get a gain.
Run, not enough for a first. They moved the ball into good position, but now it's 3rd and long. Back to pass. It's Gabriel.
Gonna throw it. Has a man open. And this patience is rewarded with a first down.
Stop him down at the 5. Solid game.
2-minute warning from the 5-yard line. Can Oregon break through first?
Quarterback drops back. We're gonna
He's gonna be sacked again. 5 sacks in the first 2 quarters. Excuse me.
this defense.
That's a big sack by this defense here on first down. Now, the offense still has opportunities to rectify this situation, but it's not the best way to start a 1st and goal situation.
So the ball moved back to the 12 for second and goal. Here's the snap.
He's going to throw it to the end zone. There it is. Touchdown, Oregon.
Touchdown.
And we've broken the seal on the scoring.
That kind of play is almost impossible to defend. When the quarterback is throwing the ball with that kind of accuracy and timing, and the receiver runs a route like this, good luck trying to stop it. So maybe this
I was frustrated because I didn't want another 0-0 halftime game. And you think of all teams, Oregon wouldn't be the one held scoreless at halftime, and here we go.
And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open scoring. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Okay, so the Hawkeyes offense is back out on the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football.
Or Iowa throwing it through the air for the first time thus far, taking their first time out.
Enough to move the sticks. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. There's a 1st and 10 play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Looking for the
Has a man open. No, he doesn't. What a hit.
defensive play brings up second down. Looking to pass. It's McNamara.
Incomplete.
Throws the ball away there. Nobody open. Excellent coverage. They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. The pocket breaks.
And there's another sack.
Timeout called by the defense, their first of the
These D-lines are showing up today.
The Hawkeyes will line up to punt it away. We're going to kick it away for the second time. And the returner decides to signal fair catch.
Fair catch is signaled. Up next, it's the Sugar Bowl as Tulane takes on Hawaii.
Look him out throwing here to start the drive. Heavy pressure, he lets it go. This throws it away, but takes a big hit in the process. Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Makes a quick grab. And the defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down. That completion sets up an important third
Timeout.
play. The offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half. Offense looking to keep the drive alive.
Oregon wants to cushion this lead before the halftime break. He's going to heave it deep. Oh, it's broken up. That was worth a shot.
The Ducks will send their punt team onto the field. The coverage team makes the stop on this return. So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here, less than 30 seconds before halftime. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And the senior
It's Iowa who will get it to start the second half at the end of one. In this low-scoring affair, it's 7-0 Oregon.
Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
All right, thanks, guys. And through 2 quarters of ball, it looks like we're in for another fun one here today. And it's been said football is a game of inches. And guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen in panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. For now, let's get back to the guys in the booth to start up this second half.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner is brought down. And the Hawkeyes offense is back out on the field.
1st and 10 here.
First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. And he dumps it off to the tight end. To get him
It'll be
down.
first down.
Nice play. Moves the ball to the 33. 1st and 10 play coming up. Trying to flex the ground game here.
Scrambling, still on his feet.
Breaking free at midfield. Rips off.
Past midfield.
Finally tackled at the 46. And the
They'll stop him from getting another first down there.
Accelerates through that hole to show you what kind of speed he has for a big gain and a first down. Chris, I love the versatility of this running back. We're seeing what he can do on full display on this drive. He's been running the football.
There's your first down.
This time they get him the ball out of the backfield, catching it, and he gets another positive gain.
Still looking for that elusive touchdown, but finally this offense is moving. First down and 10. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing. No huddle now for the offense.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about...
Fumble! Where's the ball? It's in an Iowa player's hand, and it's a first down.
Hold on here a second.
But they'll review it.
Has signaled they want to take another look at this one. So after taking a closer
It'll get the first down anyway.
overturn that previous ruling on the field. Off the play fake, looking to throw.
On play action.
They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. The Hawkeyes are going to cash in here in the red zone. Scanning the field, it's McNamara.
Going on play action again to the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa.
Touchdown, Iowa.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback
And the grand gritty of them all.
on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty
This game is about to be tied.
around. Catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
And they get set now to try the PAT. He knocks through the PAT and ties the score here in the third period. Getting set to kick the ball off now.
Now, you gotta hope that Oregon can have that success they saw earlier if they want to
The coverage team brings him down.
get the lead back.
26. And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3 and out. Can they put something together in this drive? The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line. Important second down play coming up. From the shotgun, he's
Gonna air it. Has him in wide open.
field and finds a receiver who
Look out. Touchdown, Oregon.
touchdown Oregon. Will take the lead in the second half.
This guy
And that's the most explosive play we might have seen
coverage
all week.
field. We can see him catch the ball underneath just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Been a while since we had something like that, but Oregon will be back on top with that.
For the extra point. PAT puts him in front by 7. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back.
Taken from the end zone.
Out from a couple yards deep in the end zone.
I'll get it at the 15.
16 would have been better on
We saw Oregon twice this season on stream. We saw them first in week 1 when they beat Baylor and Waco. But then when they were shut down in Salt Lake City by Utah.
stop him this time. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard
But looking back, that Oregon-Utah game might have been the best matchup in terms of sheer talent all season. And for Oregon to get stalled as they did against the Utes, that just really goes to show how good that Utah team should be come January 11th when they play Michigan.
keeps the drive going. First down now.
And speaking of, we saw Iowa on stream
They'll try to pick up the yard.
when they were dominated by a Michigan squad.
Positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for.
This year, there's no doubt
Lights run.
that Michigan and Utah playing the national championship are the top 2 teams in the land. And we're going to have a very exciting one in Miami.
Third
3rd
down.
and 7.
Here backed up a long way to go for a first down.
And they're not getting anywhere. Good stop for the defense.
Eye is in. They make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage. And the Hawkeyes will line up to
And Oregon started slow.
on the return. It's Johnson.
But now we're seeing the Oregon we expected to see from the get-go.
Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? That's a nice
Gain of
tackle there
2.
by the senior. Here's the second down play. Back to pass. It's Gabriel.
Airing it up there. Incomplete through the hands.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. And the back now goes in motion. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third.
The pressure's coming. Ball's loose. Oregon will fall on it, avoiding chaos, avoiding catastrophe.
Drive killer. Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks have got to do a better job of having awareness and taking care of the football.
It felt like that ball was on the turf all day. Look at this.
Allowing it to be knocked free. He caught a break because one of his
Dropped it.
teammates was able to see that.
They were scrambling for it, and he manages to fall on it.
Team onto the field. On the kick now for the 5th time today. He'll call for the
Taking the fair catch at the 40. 42-yard line, to be exact.
Last time they were forced to punt it away. Can they get points out of this possession? Looking for a gap. It's Johnson. 5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5. Play action fake. Looking to
Play action, 2nd and 5. He's going to air it out there. Has a man open, and Iowa's going to tie it.
pick up.
Touchdown, Hawkeyes.
Touchdown, Hawkeyes.
That's what makes this guy so dangerous as a wide receiver. He can catch the ball underneath, shake and bake, and go by you, or use his speed to get around you and make a big play like this for a touchdown.
Here comes the point after attempt. The PAT is up and good, so we're tied up here in the 3rd quarter. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And here's the return from inside the 5. They'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here.
Going to air it into traffic
In the middle, it's Johnson.
to the 25.
Quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that end route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
We'll look to throw it here on 2nd down.
Rolling, he'll throw it. Has man wide open. No one's in the area code. To the 30.
Zone ahead. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion.
And the fans with the yellow hats with the yellow logo on it approve.
Linebackers trying to confuse this offense now.
As that'll be the end of the 3rd quarter.
Aggressive will it be?
This game is tied at 14.
To a very competitive first 3 quarters if you check
Bring it around town.
back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a 1st down play. Back to throw. It's Gabriel. Defense is
He's
coming.
going to run it.
Slides down to avoid the tackle. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down.
2nd and 6 from the 25.
Now the handoff.
On a handoff. Gets about 2 more.
So now it's 3rd and short from the 23. Potential 4-down territory. Let's see what the 3rd down call is. Here's the snap.
He's going to be pressured.
And he can't escape. It's a sack for the defense.
This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle the pressure of this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of, Chris, get this, 7 sacks in this game so far.
So on 4th down,
They're going to try a field goal here. It should be makeable. From 47 out. Kick is on the way.
and he's got it.
And it's good.
Out, showing off the big leg.
Wow, you talk about a clutch.
And late in this one, Oregon will take the 3-point lead. It's definitely not what you want if you're the Ducks.
This one is certainly a
But you'll take leads where you can get them.
here in the 4th.
they'll return it from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage.
Starting from the 20-yard line, 4:10 to go.
First play of the drive, we're gonna
Oh, he's going to be pressured immediately on the screenplay, though. They get it. Sheds the tackler and gets a first down.
great execution on the screen pass. Fooled the defense there. How aggressive will they be on this first down play? Will hand it off. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. To throw, it's McNamara. Here's a throw.
Step out of bounds at the 44.
Ball carrier heads out of bounds.
Here comes another first down.
To move the chains, first down. On the ground, it's Johnson.
To midfield.
After a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Gain of 6. Gain of 6 is going to be 2nd and 4. On a screenplay, he's got blockers to the 40, to the 30. No one's going to catch him. Touchdown, Iowa.
Touchdown, Iowa. They jump in front here in the 4th.
What a great call here by the offensive coordinator to get the ball out of the quarterback's hands quickly. And even though you're close to the end zone, you can still throw it and use the timing to your advantage. Allow this receiver to be able to walk into the end zone.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT up and good. The lead is 4 here in the final quarter. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. He's gonna
Oregon will take it from the goal line. Get to the 21.
21, that's where the drive will start. And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. Last possession produced a field goal.
1st and 10.
For this time.
Oregon trailing.
First down pass attempt.
Gonna air it. Has a man open. And this one's gonna change immediately. Touchdown, Ducks.
Touchdown, Ducks. And they take the lead in the 4th quarter.
Well, this is why they love this guy so much, is when it's crunch time, who makes plays like this. What I love is the quarterback knows all I got to do is get the ball in his hands, and he can do the rest.
Nike University, known for its speed. And no program is faster. Outside of football, they're probably most successful in track and field. And many a great Oregon player has played both in their time in the green and gold.
And now the important PAT to make it a
So here's the point after. It's going to be a 3-point lead for the Ducks.
and the kick is good.
An 8-second drive.
It's all up to the defense. Kickoff team is on the field. See if they give the returner a chance to
But now you need to stop Iowa. Your defense has bended a lot.
fields it just outside the goal line. And the returner brought down.
And not a lot on the return.
And the Iowa offense is back out on the
Not a great start if you're Iowa.
dropping back. It's McNamara.
But this might be better. Look out.
Deep ball is caught for a huge
I see you, a touchdown, and I raise you one of my own. Touchdown, Iowa.
now claim the 4th quarter lead.
Boy, we see more and more of this in college football. You get the right guy in that slot. They can win the one-on-one match.
We have some breaking news in the real life Sugar Bowl.
Breaking?
Hit it for the touchdown.
It's being postponed to tomorrow.
What happened? Oh, wait, I do know what
Did you hear
happened.
about the- Yeah.
That
Our hearts
thing.
go out to old people.
Uh-huh.
Do you want to take a moment of silence before the game?
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT.
All right. Kick is up and good. It's 28-24.
The lead is 4 here in the final quarter.
Iowa on top.
On the field now as they get set to send this one away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. come out throwing here to start the drive.
Rolling, he'll just get rid of it.
And with nobody open, he chooses to just throw it away.
And this drive isn't going to be as quick as their last one.
Second down. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Stewart. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. So a very makeable third down for this offense from the 26-yard line. He's running.
He's going to be sacked.
They've got him. Defense comes up.
Make it 8 on the day.
If this team can hold on today and win, this pass rush deserves all the credit in the world. They have
And do we want to step in case they end up, like, wasting all their time?
opposing offense does something positive. It feels like a sack just stops any problem.
Because this has been a great game, and I don't want it to end. They're going to go for it. Hold that thought. You're down 4. Incomplete. And I think we might have to.
Before the 2-minute warning.
And that's going to be a first down. Let's do the old field goal.
At the 7, but the completion moves him into scoring position. We head now to the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to bleed out the clock and secure this win.
We do get lucky in that the 2-minute timeout happens.
Are we seeing this correctly? The field goal unit is out there on first down. Yeah, I have no idea what the thinking is here. This try.
Let's just say the drive stalls. And the kick is blocked. So Oregon now back on the field, but not great position.
These 3 points, but instead he shanks it.
And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. Last time they gambled and lost. Went for it in 4th down in their territory and got stopped. Grab behind the line. It's Stewart.
Good grab, but he falls backwards with it.
Very tough second down coming up now.
2nd and 11. Their last drive stalled.
To throw the ball. Receiver makes the
Gonna be a yard short of the first.
defense, wraps him up after the catch, but he's
It's Oregon calling a timeout.
And the offense will wisely spend a timeout after the play. Clock management's going to be very important here in the final minutes.
Minute 40 to go. Oh, look out.
And he's got his
And Iowa might have another chance to take the lead if they can get a play like this. It's a touchdown, Oregon.
claim the lead here in the final quarter.
Well, what an unbelievable job by this offense, Chris. They put themselves in a position to put a touchdown on the board. They take the lead, and now we'll see if their own defense can hold on to that lead in these last couple minutes of the game.
Oregon gonna need another defensive stop if they want to walk out with a Rose Bowl win. But they have not come easy. Do we have another instant Rose Bowl classic on our hands with this one? Oregon was on the losing end of one of them last year against Wisconsin.
The important extra point is good. The lead is 3 with time running out.
And the Duck approves.
Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He's tackled.
Gets to the 21.
That's when the drive will start. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be?
What's the call?
The play fake looking to throw.
Play action. No pressure, no pressure.
They'll take it
Over the middle of the field.
way downfield for a huge gain. That is a huge
There's an injury.
play. Finally brought down at the 46-yard line.
So the clock will stop.
1st and 10 now for the offense. Looking downfield, it's McNamara.
Gonna air it.
Running back.
First down.
Out route, the catch made. Heads out of
quarterback right now is throwing in
A
sync.
field goal will tie it.
On this drive to start things off, 3 completions and a nice gain there.
Iowa with all their timeouts. Remember, clock management was the issue against Ohio State. Gonna throw it to the end zone. Overthrows his man. Incomplete.
Here we go now, 3rd and short from the opponent's 24-yard line. What will the offense choose to do at this point?
On 3rd down. It's caught. Touchdown. This is the Rose Bowl.
That is just an outstanding job by this quarterback with the game on the line. He finds the matchup with his go-to receiver, makes a
Oregon gonna have 39 seconds to work with. Off the back of a defender. And rolls into the end zone. Iowa will take a 4-point lead.
PAT up and goods. The lead is 4 during the final quarter. So after the late score, they'll kick it off and hope the defense can hold up, preserve this lead. Return
Taken from the goal line.
makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And the Oregon offense is back out on the field.
Oregon with timeouts.
They need a touchdown. Got a little time to work with. How will they play this situation?
Gonna air it. Has a man open over the middle of the field. And they'll call their first timeout, or the second timeout.
Now with 29 seconds remaining. We've got to get points quickly here. Looking for explosive plays right now.
With 29 seconds.
And looking to throw now.
This one's gonna be down to the wire.
Down the middle. It's
They'll call that final timeout.
The offense will spend a timeout here. 25 seconds on the clock. 2nd down after that completion. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball.
Gonna throw it to the sideline. Good grab.
It's Johnson.
Gets out of bounds for a first down.
Good thinking there. Clock is stopped.
Burnett,
1st down. Looking to throw the football.
in his final game as an Oregon player,
Finds the receiver wide
gets out of bounds inside the 15.
execution.
They'll have 14 seconds from the 14.
to recognize where the first down marker is and then to get out of bounds to save time.
The Ducks starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Here comes a throw from the red zone.
He's looking end zone. Overthrown.
One is over everyone's head beyond the end zone and incomplete. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Looking to throw. It's Gator.
He'll throw it to the end zone. Touchdown! Unbelievable! And the grand granny of them all with 5 seconds left.
Seconds to go. You know, as a quarterback,
They'll make it 3 points with a field goal here.
this offense and the quarterback delivers in a big way.
In his final game in the green and gold, Andrew Burnett might have just won it.
Now the crucial PAT to stretch the lead to a field goal.
It's a 3-point game.
Here in the 4th quarter, can they hang on?
And that game isn't over until there's zeros on the clock. Iowa has all of their timeouts.
Starts inside the 50.
They'll return it. Oh, he's going! Can they catch him? He's finally brought down. Oregon's gonna survive.
Return, a last chance to win the game, but time has run out.
A scare at the end, but the Ducks are finally Rose Bowl champs. In what might be the greatest Rose Bowl in 2KU history. I'm glad to have stepped in when we did, because otherwise we would have missed out on what might have been an all-timer. Oregon, Rose Bowl champions. $38-35. And we wrap coming up next here with the Sugar Bowl, Tulane and Hawaii. I think we are going to have to even these ones. Need a moment to catch my breath, get my nerves ready. What a game we just watched. I think Tulane's the home since they're the SEC team. Danny? I think we can go with the black, white. And do they have the green pants? Or it's just black? Can we get the white, black, white, black? Yeah. As for Tulane, I think just giving them teal pants and that'll do it. Or blue pants. Yeah, that should do it. From the Sugar Bowl in New Orleans. Even on. This will be our final game of the day. After the kickoff, we will observe a moment of silence. We begin with the All-State. We begin the All-State Sugar Bowl. The hometown team, the SEC champs, Tulane Green Wave. They played in the Super Bowl for several decades. And now they return to their old stomping grounds as SEC champs for the first time since 2002. In tow, they'll be taking on the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. Hawaii winning the WAC. They're 12-1. They're hoping to repeat the success in their final WAC game as fellow WAC opponents New Mexico State last year in the Fiesta Bowl. Hawaii, Tulane up next. And of course, we are aware of what has happened in real life in the city of New Orleans. We will be observing a brief moment of silence for those affected and the lives lost. Thank you. Tulane and Hawaii. New Orleans' own Green Wave. Everyone's a Tulane fan tonight. Let's talk about the Green Wave, the SEC champs in a year of improbability in the SEC. Tulane fought against the odds and walked away with the SEC. Anything to share about their season, Danny?
Well, what stands out to me with this, guys, it's not very often, you're right, the defensive coordinators are most concerned about a tight end.
All that thought. There's a big first down run. Tulane in green, Hawaii in white. This is Hawaii's debut in the BCS Bowl. They never played here before.
Nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
See what the call is on 1st and 10. They're going to run it here.
And he's brought down in the backfield.
Line a loss of 4.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging.
Here we are, 2nd and 14. He's going to run it himself.
To scramble. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure.
Thanks for that, Danny. Tulane, 12-1.
They give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Their only loss on the year was Wake Forest.
Third down play for this offense.
We saw Wake Forest in the Gator Bowl earlier.
Caught quickly. They tackle him at the 48.
It's going to be a first down.
First down.
That's exactly what you want to see here from this offense. A big third down conversion. Offensive line did their job, giving a quarterback enough time. Great read, good execution, throws the ball accurately. Now you got some momentum going here on this opening drive.
First down and 10 now. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here.
Pressure's coming. He's going to be sacked, but they'll get the throw off incomplete.
Pass attempt. He felt heavy pressure.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Incompletion sets up a second down. Quarterback drops back. Running back
Throw is caught. Has room for the first down. Still on his feet. Past the 40.
able to stop him, but the defense is fooled a bit on that screen play. It's a solid game for a first down.
I love early in a game like this where you get the running back involved. Just get his hands on the football. Also, nice easy screen. Gets the quarterback settled into the game. Nice easy throw. And look at this. It ends up being a huge play.
And there's the handoff.
Another handoff.
Junior able to bring him down quickly.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Takes the handoff again. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
Eighth play of this opening drive. It's third and short. Looking to pick
On
up the
3rd and 3.
through the air. He's moving
He'll
out
try running with it. He's got the first down and more. Sliding at the 20.
the big hit.
Well, this is so deflating for this defense on third and short. Good coverage downfield. They take away all the short routes, but the one guy that they don't account for is the quarterback and his legs. Picks up the first down by being athletic there and great awareness.
It's a first and 10 play coming up for the offense. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. He's escaping the pocket now.
Fumble.
Is loose.
Tulane recovers.
Offense recovers the fumble.
Well, it's a good job by the defense to force the fumble, but you have to have the collective awareness for someone to get on top of it. It's a lucky break for the offense.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down.
2nd down and 9 from the Hawaii red zone.
There's the snap.
Gonna throw it
Setting up the
to the 10.
Snags the quick throw.
1st and goal.
Tackle, but down at the 9-yard line. Defense getting pushed around.
Well, the defense loads up to show blitz, and anytime they bring that kind of pressure, the quarterback knows he's got to be able to get the ball out of his hands quickly. Nice job of locating the tight end for that first down.
The defense backed up against their own end zone.
On 1st and goal.
And he drops
He'll throw it into the end zone, but he dropped it.
Arrived the same time as the football, and now it's second down. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football.
Gonna throw it short. Stopped.
It's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
This will be the end of the first quarter. We're still scoreless, but Tulane is pressing. Hawaii is still yet to have the ball.
Getting set here now for the second period. Both offenses looking for some efficiency, for a spark after that opening. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal.
They'll try throwing it. That's not going anywhere. Hawaii swallows it up in the backfield. And that'll force the green wave. Force the green wave into a bind. They'll likely try the field goal. As I'm clipping the final touchdown of the Oregon-Iowa game. And what might be the best game we see all year. We'll try a field goal. And it's through Tulane. No face mask, no problem, as they'll take the lead. 3-0. So after that, we're going to say hello, or aloha, more like it, to Hawaii, playing for the first time in the BCS. We'll start at the 20-yard line. This is going to be a very interesting Hawaii team. He's going to be sacked. Immediately, Tulane brings the pressure.
Position, 2nd and long from their own 12. To throw, it's Shager.
He's going to throw it this time and does a somersault. But he can't hang on. I think he did catch it.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment.
Defense is quite aggressive as that ball hit the turf.
Brings up 4th down.
Well, I got a few moments right here. Hawaii's only loss was in week 2 against UCLA.
Since that point, they won 11. They've won 11 straight.
And the Rainbow Warriors will line up to punt it away.
Trying to make it back-to-back years that the WAC has won a BCS Bowl. New Mexico State did it last season. Can we get Hawaii to do it here?
On the speed. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And here comes the Green Wave offense back on the field. From the shotgun, handoff inside. And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? And he'll set up to throw.
Gonna air it. Oh! Almost intercepted.
By an excellent defensive player. It's going to bring up 3rd down.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism.
athleticism, but hands sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
We're going to throw for it on third and
Gonna
short.
throw it this time, and they get it.
It's Fleming. Brought down at the 40. That'll be a first down.
Most defensive coordinators focus a lot of their energy on how their unit performs on third down and in the red zone. They give up a couple more third down conversions like that, and they're in for a very unpleasant film session on Monday.
The back behind the quarterback now in the pistol. On first down, it's play action. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Boy, they're just fundamentally sound, right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. And the clock stops now for the 2-minute warning. A chance to
2-minute warning. It's a 3-0 game in favor of the Green Wave.
Second down after that previous play. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it.
On play action.
Caught for the completion. Defense shoves it back.
Slot receiver makes the catch. It's going to be 3rd and 6.
Boy, Chris, great timing here with the quarterback against that zone defense, waiting just at the right time to deliver it into that window to pick up a nice gain.
Third down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down.
Going to air it
Wide out.
inside the 20.
And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
Yeah, you know this defense has got to be frustrated after giving them multiple conversions now on first downs. There's another one. But for the offense, and they're just playing very efficiently right now.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Minute 37.
From the red zone now, looking to throw.
Going to throw it to the end zone. Touchdown, Green Wave.
And he scores! Touchdown, Green Wave. That's the kind of execution that's built on the practice field. A very precise pitch and catch for a touchdown.
Yeah, when we were out of practice, one thing that really stood out to me about this receiver was his ability to separate with his route running ability. You can see that right there on game day and how that shows up for a touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT.
It's been a while since Tulane has been to a BCS Bowl.
Is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead.
Last time they played in a BCS Bowl was actually their BCS championship win in 2002.
Now they get set to
Took the road down to... Took a trip to Tempe, Arizona, where they beat
inside the 5.
a heavily favored Oklahoma in that one.
Pretty solid coverage there. The Rainbows offense back on the field now. Time is running out before halftime to cut into this now 2-possession lead.
And Tulane was playing their home games in this stadium at the time.
Grab down the middle. It's Sims. They get him down.
2nd and 7 with a minute 23 to go.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands.
Hawaii will get the ball to start the second half, but they want to score here if they want to stay in this game.
The tempo here on second down. The time is running out. To the air. It's Shager. Here's a
He's going to air it down the sideline. It's caught. What a grab. First down.
and a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a
He'll get out of bounds as well.
Great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing
And that's what we call
big
a
game.
dime for the first down.
complete for a first down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Quick throw.
Pushed out of bounds after a gain of 5.
Shoved out of bounds by the defense, short of the first down marker.
Chris, it's so much fun to watch the athleticism at the wide receiver position nowadays. The ability to make plays on the outside is extraordinary, and they bring a certain toughness too that catches my eye.
Less than a minute to go.
Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man.
Good grab.
Quick throw.
Hawaii will call timeout.
And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
Hey, the defense, great job. They win this battle. Trying to contain the tight end in the passing game can be very difficult in today's game, but they did it in a big way there.
It's third down. Quarterback in the shotgun.
Gonna throw it. Has the end zone. Touchdown, Hawaii. And it's the Rainbow Warriors. We're gonna claw back into this one.
Watch this quarterback go out and execute in this kind of situation.
They're within 3 now.
Great job of ignoring the scoreboard and feeling a sense of pressure to have to play with more urgency. Right now, he's executing. We're in the second quarter. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Now Tulane had their own Tulane Stadium before the original Tulane Stadium got torn down, so they played a long time in this stadium, the Mercedes-Benz, now Caesars Superdome, before their new Yeoman Stadium was finished. A very nice facility down in New Orleans. Meanwhile, Hawaii, in a similar boat, however, their big stadium, Aloha Stadium, was torn down. They're playing out of Clarence T. Ching for the next few years. The current projection is that New Aloha will be finished by 2028.
That's when the drive will start. And the Tulane offense is back out on the field now. Let's see how the offense plays it here. Not much time remaining if they want to get a chunk play, put him in scoring position before the half.
Pressure coming, they'll throw it over the middle of the field. It's going to be caught.
It's Williams.
Green Wave call a timeout.
Their first 10 out of the half to talk strategy here.
One thing we know for sure, I don't know as a play caller, you can make that call without a quarterback who can throw it with a big arm. He put that on a rope.
First down, looking to throw the ball. The sure hands, it's Williams. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed
From the
with
44.
chemistry between these two.
That completion makes it
On 2nd and 6.
You snap it, quarterback
Gonna air it up there. Incomplete.
shot. That's a good effort there.
Overthrows a little bit. The coverage was too strong.
Well, the offensive coordinator with the right call, trying to take a shot there, but just poor execution. They couldn't come up with a big play. Let's see if the coach tries it again later, or maybe in the second half.
What will the call be on third and long now from the 44?
26 seconds. He's gonna be sacked. The second sack today for Hawaii.
Try to regroup.
I love to see defenses be aggressive. They dial up the heat on this play, brought the linebacker on the blitz, and they get to the quarterback.
The punt team making their way on the field.
So the punt. There'll be 15 seconds.
Gets the returner to the ground. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. First play of the
May as well try something.
It's a quick grab.
Hawaii will call their final timeout.
Good call by the offense after the play.
They'll have another chance after the halftime break.
Second down. Dropping back. It's Shager.
That'll be something if they can capitalize here.
There, safe move. Had nobody open.
Happy New Year, Xbox.
After the incompletion, they'll come to the line for a third and 4.
Sorry, I forgot to get that quote, and I had to before the stream was over.
And the quarterback dropping back. Receiver makes the catch.
Another timeout.
Timeout is
This
called.
one's from Tulane.
Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime.
So no more timeouts. 4 seconds. And why not? They're going to go for it.
Needs a completion here.
Stepping back. He'll throw it. It's caught. No one's going to catch him. Touchdown, Hawaii.
They're not good.
And they'll head into the locker room with the lead.
Hawaii.
Hey, they roll the dice here and decide to be aggressive, and it pays off for a touchdown, and now they have the lead. They've worked themselves back to be in a great position. They got to feel great with how this first half has ended.
tee. The extra point makes it a 4-point game. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Potters now has our halftime update.
All right, guys, thanks. Looks like we've had ourselves a very enjoyable first half so far. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this
At the
ball
halftime, it's a 14-10 game. Hawaii comes back with the lead.
And I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his.
It'll be Hawaii with the ball again.
I don't know about you, but I'm ready to watch this one unfold. Back to our guys in the booth.
All right, let's get the second half going now. The kickoff team is out there.
Here's Hawaii.
Fields it just outside the goal line. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Here comes the Hawaii offense back out there.
On 1st and 10. Can Hawaii be as successful as their last drive?
He's got it for a big gain. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 34.
I think the defense got fooled here. They thought that receiver was going to go deep downfield. He ends up curling back to the inside for a nice gain.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play.
They'll hand it off. Big run here past the 50. Still on his feet to the 43.
Down, but a big chunky yardage on the play.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game, but if teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence, and you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
Looking to throw. It's Shager.
On 1st and 10. He's got to get rid of it. He's going to be sacked.
Your senior making a disruptive impact play.
Well, the defense would not be denied on this play. They come up with a sack. Quarterback really didn't have much of a chance at all. Lucky he just held on to the ball.
Second down now after the sack.
On a 2nd and 23.
Quarterback drops back.
Oh, he spins off the defender. He's going to get the first down. No, he's going to be short.
That first down marker inches away from it.
You know, you roll the dice here as a defense when you play man-to-man. The thing is, you've got to get pressure on the quarterback. If you don't, he's got time, and now he can look at that defense and figure out where is his best one-on-one matchup, and he makes a big play there.
Crucial third down play after that completion.
Hand off. It's just enough for a first down.
Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Boy, Chris, you cannot overstate how big of a conversion this was to be able to pick this up on the ground. Yeah, the offense still has the lead, but you can just feel the defense having all the momentum with the points they've been able to compile. And that run right there picks up a first down and can kind of settle things down a bit.
On 1st and 10. Dropped.
Physical defending, that one falls incomplete, brings up second down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
That play makes it 2nd and 10.
On 2nd and 10 from the 31.
Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a
Caught.
receiver makes
Short of the first, but it's going to be a gain of about 6. 3rd and 4.
closer to the marker.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
So now it's 3rd and short from the plus 25. They're in field goal range. But let's see what the call is. They're thinking about touchdown, of course. It's a draw.
They hand it off. He's going to be wrapped up in the backfield.
The line for a loss of 1. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. So looks like they'll bring the field goal unit onto the field. This will be a 43.
They'll take a 7-point lead with this field goal.
Long enough
And it's true.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. Fields
Tulane
inside the 5-yard line.
gets to about the 19. They'll try again.
By the coverage team. And here comes
A touchdown will tie it.
offense back on the field. Last drive stalled. They were forced to punt it away. Let's see what they can come up with this time.
Gonna throw it. Dropped.
Incomplete.
Good coverage.
Brings up second down.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
Incomplete. So it's second down and 10. Quarterback drops.
The pressure's coming on 2nd and 10. There's a flag.
Screen pass complete to the
Probably a roughing the passer penalty.
tackle there, but a penalty marker is on.
So that'll get some extra yardage, and it is.
Personal foul gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Big guys up, line up. It's first down. And here's the handoff. The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a second down and 7.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Here comes 2nd and 7.
Second down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, drops.
Gonna air it as a man open. And another first down.
He's brought down, but a solid gain moves the ball across midfield to the 41.
Anytime a quarterback and a receiver are in sync, you got a chance to make a very successful play. Great job here by the offense.
With a minute to go in the 3rd, Tulane charging down the field. They can tie with a touchdown.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Breaks the tackle to get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff.
There on 2nd and 10. Gets to the 35.
The defense able to bring him down.
It's a good, solid game, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Quarterback in the shotgun here on
3rd and 4. Caught, but not going to make it past the line.
defense able to
That'll be the end of the 3rd quarter. Hawaii with a 17-10 lead.
has the lead here. We've reached the end of the 3rd. Time is running out to cut into this lead. Let's check out the game stats before we go on.
Now, decades ago, a power conference team losing to someone from a non-power conference was seen as impossible. They're going to go for it here.
On 4th down.
Is the attempt? He's got it. As I was saying, long time ago in the 60s and 70s, we thought that the power conferences being overthrown by non-powers was impossible. But it's thanks to the WAC that proved it otherwise. BYU won the Fiesta Bowl back in 1984 en route to a national championship claim by the Cougars.
Marching toward a tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. It's a quarterback keeper.
That was the one that really opened the door.
And it's a nice job by this defense. They saw options,
There was also
forced the quarterback to pull the ball on the read.
there's also, of course, Boise State in the 2000s
Hard on that in practice.
from the WAC.
Second down.
Boise State won a Fiesta Bowl in 06, won it again in 09, had a Cotton Bowl win in 2012, a 2016 win in the Fiesta Bowl, and they'll be playing in the Fiesta Bowl tomorrow against Oklahoma State to try and make it 4 BCS wins for the Broncos.
You got a lot of time back there to throw the ball, and eventually that's going to cost you.
On 3rd and 13, the handoff's going to be stopped. But also from the WAC, of course. How about New Mexico State? San Jose State last year, or San Jose State back in 2012, hailed from the WAC and made it to the BCS. They'll try and settle with the field goal here. Kick is up and through. It's a 4-point game once again.
Nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
And the maskless wonder of Tulane's kicker.
We come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will
3:35 to go.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Hawaii offense comes back out on the field now. Crucial possession. This game just got tighter. They love to play keep away, chew on the clock.
Gonna air it.
Call it here.
Incomplete.
This is dropped. Would have been a huge game.
Try getting aggressive.
Not collected. Second down after the incompletion. They'll work the clock here with the running.
They hand it off. Good blocking. It's gonna be a 3rd and 2.
Game sets up a makeable 3rd and 2.
Hey, it's a great job of running the football. It's the right idea, but the back's got to stay in bounds. Because remember, with the new rule in college football, the clock still stops momentarily until the referee sets the play clock for the next play, and then it'll start again. So stay in bounds and work that.
3rd and 2.
Scanning the field. It's Shager.
Surveying. Enough for a 1st down. It should be. And it is.
Warriors looking to keep this drive rolling.
Forward momentum
Why not, Chris?
dictates they got it.
It's 3rd down. This guy's been making plays all game long. Go back to him again, and it works out.
Hawaii had quite a long ways to travel here.
And the Rainbow Warriors will line up on 1st
And they're about to do a lot more traveling. About to do more traveling as they move operations to the Mountain West.
Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. So the clock stops as we head into the final 2 minutes of play here. This defense needing to step up and make a play now. Now it's 2nd down here. Handoff here from the shotgun.
To get the handoff, and that's another 1st down to the 40.
First down game.
First timeout for Tulane.
And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Gonna run it. It's Sims.
Handoff, no gain, timeout.
Nowhere to go. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Important 2nd down play coming up.
2nd and 10.
They'll hand it off.
Stuffed.
Backwards, losing 3 yards there. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible.
3rd and 12.
7th play of the drive coming up, but it is 3rd down.
You gotta get past midfield if you want to convert.
From the shotgun, here's an inside give.
And they will.
Moves the ball across midfield.
Big conversion.
Chris, you know how it goes in football.
And that might be enough time for Hawaii to run it out.
On a run play, he's a genius. And if it didn't, of course, everybody on social media would be saying that he needs to be fired and it's too
And they will. A big win in their final WAC game. Hawaii are going to win the Sugar Bowl. Another WAC victory. And they'll ride out with a 13-win season. How about the Warriors? And another win for a non-major school. Last year was UCF. And this year it's Hawaii. That's going to do it for us here today. As we add 2 more BCS Bowls to our completed list. We have 3 more tomorrow. Bowl season is not done yet. We got a lot more in us this coming weekend. Tomorrow we start with the Sun Bowl as North Carolina takes on Oregon State, and then the Pop-Tarts Bowl where dreams really do come true, in which our good buddy Danny will eat a Pop-Tart. Florida State takes on a top 10 UCF. To the Peach Bowl from there, number 24 Temple, the Big East champs, take on Big Ten runner-up number 16 Indiana. Number 9, the ACC champs Georgia Tech take on Big East runners-up number 6 Cincinnati. And the day ends with a Tostitos Fiesta Bowl, as number 25, the underdog champions out of the Mountain West, Boise State, play their final MW game against number 7, Big 12 runner-up, Oklahoma State. And that, tune in tomorrow. That'll do it for us here today. Thank you all so much for watching, and so long from the 2KU.